Hey everybody. So this is these are participants in the 3-point contest this year. Just gonna look at them before we get into it. First of all, we have point guard Thomas Baylor for the Memphis Grizzlies, 96 overall. He's currently averaging 16, 4 rebounds a game, 7 assists, shooting 41% from 3. And he has hit 54 three-pointers made out of 131. Granted, these are 29-game seasons with 8-minute quarters. So not bad there for him, especially if he's a ball distributor, averaging 7 assists a game. Then we have our own Roderick Evans, 97 overall, 6'9", 209, small forward. And currently he's averaging 24 and a half, 5.5 rebounds a game, and 4 assists per game. And right now he's shooting a blistering 595 from 3-point range, and he is 200. Well, actually that's field goals. He's a 116 of 195 3-pointers made to attempted. Next is our very own Liu Yi out of China. He is 88 overall, 6'6", 204 shooting guard. Currently on the last year of his rookie deal, but he is probably going to we're going to re-sign him definitely. 17.5 points per game, 2 rebounds and 3 assists per game, shooting 54% from 3. And then he's hit 90 out of 166 3-pointers. Next we have Jonathan Maggette, currently the favorite for the MVP. He's averaging just over 25.5 points per game, 9 rebounds and 3 assists, shooting 49% from 3. 75 3-pointers made off of 152 attempts. He's at 94 overall. Then we have Claude Lloyd, our first center of the 3-point competition. He is averaging 20.3 points per game, 10 rebounds per game, and 4 assists per game, shooting 47% from 3. And he has made literally 47 out of 100. He's a 93 overall big man he plays for Denver, and he is 7'3", 240 pounds, only 22 years old. Then we have Stephen Eaton here, currently averaging 16 points per game, 3 rebounds and 3 assists, shooting 55% from 3. Only attempted 52 threes this year, but hit 29 of them. But he's a 6'6", small forward, 6'6", 233. He's only 23 years old, out of Connecticut. 87 overall. So those are the guys, and let's get into it. First man up for the 3-point competition is Thomas Baylor. Currently the point guard for the Memphis Grizzlies. Thomas Baylor wasn't supposed to be a superstar. He was born in Fort Wayne, Indiana. He grew up in a disciplined, hardworking household. No shortcuts, no hype, just long nights and empty gyms, and a mindset built on consistency. He wasn't a top recruit, not flashy, not overwhelming, just relentless. At the University of Arkansas, Baylor sharpened his game, turning into one of the smartest, most efficient guards in the country that earned him the 17th pick in the 2026 NBA draft by the Memphis Grizzlies. Early in his career, he was overlooked again, limited minutes, quiet production, but then something changed and he took over. By year 4, Baylor became the engine of Memphis, calm under pressure, surgical on offense, a player who didn't dominate with speed or power, but with control. Then came 2032. He averaged nearly 19 points per game, 8 assists per game, and 5 rebounds, and just having clutch performances night after night. Thomas Baylor, MVP. Next up, we have Roderick Evans for the Charlotte Hornets. Coming out of high school, he had size, 6'9", smooth, skilled, but questions followed him everywhere. Was he too passive, too unselfish, not aggressive enough to dominate? It took those doubts to Michigan State, where nothing was handed to him. He had to earn every minute on the floor. Early on, he wasn't the guy, he was just part of the system. But behind the scenes, Evans was evolving. Hours in the gym turned his shot into a weapon. Film study sharpened his vision. By his final season, he wasn't just scoring, he was controlling games. At 6'9", a guard who could shoot, create, and pick defenses apart. Still on draft night in 2026, 19 players were taken before him. With the 20th pick, a team finally took a chance. That was the mistake. 7 years later, Roderick Evans is a top 2 scorer in the NBA. Elite shooting, elite playmaking, and matchup nightmare every night. The same player they questioned is now the one nobody can stop. From overlooked to unstoppable. This is Roderick Evans. Third man up, we have Liu Yi for the Charlotte Hornets. From the packed courts of Hangzhou, China, to the brightest lights of the NBA, Liu Yi wasn't supposed to be here, at least not this fast. At just 8 years old, he was already outworking everyone around him, putting up hundreds, sometimes thousands of shots a day. By 14, he left home to train at an elite academy in Beijing, grinding through long days, pressure, and sacrifice most players wouldn't endure. But Liu Yi never backed down. By 17, he was dominating international competition, earning a shot in the United States. Doubts followed him, too skinny, too quiet, not built for the American game, but he answered with buckets. After developing against pros overseas, everything changed in 2029. With the 4th overall pick, the Charlotte Hornets took a chance on the kid from China. Now at 24, Liu Yi is an NBA All-Star and one of the most dangerous shooters in the league. Calm, cold, clutch. Next guy up is Jonathan Maggette. From can't miss prospect to the most dominant force in basketball, Jonathan Maggette was built for this. At 6'11", 257 pounds, he wasn't just bigger, he was better. A 5-star phenom out of high school, the hype followed him everywhere. Packed gyms, national headlines, expectations most players would crumble under. But Maggette embraced it. At SMU, he didn't just live up to the spotlight, he owned it. Power, skill, mobility, he overwhelmed defenders and made it look effortless, proving he was the best player in the country. The 2026 draft had no debate. With the 1st overall pick, the Utah Jazz selected Jonathan Maggette and handed him the keys to the future, and he didn't wait. By his 3rd season, he had already taken over the league, MVP in 2029, dominating both ends, scoring, rebounding, imposing his will every single night. Now he's the MVP favorite again in the face of the NBA's next era. Too strong to stop, too skilled to guard, not just hype. Jonathan Maggette. Next up, we have Claude Lloyd. Claude Lloyd is from Boise, Idaho. Not exactly a basketball hotspot, no national spotlight, no endless exposure. Just a 7'3" kid trying to figure out how to move in a body no one around him understood. Early on, he wasn't dominant. He was awkward, raw, still growing into his frame while others passed him up. Coaches didn't see a star, they saw a long-term project. But Claude felt something else. Instead of living in the paint, he stepped outside. He studied guards, worked on his handle, shot hundreds of threes a day until it became second nature. Slowly, the game caught up to him. And then it clicked. A 7'3" center who could stretch the floor, pass, and control the game from anywhere. By his senior year, he went from unknown to the most intriguing player in the country. In the 2029 NBA draft, there was no debate. With the 1st overall pick out of Kansas State, Claude Lloyd was selected as a franchise cornerstone and a new kind of big man for the Denver Nuggets. Now just 22 years old, and he's already changing the game. Too skilled for centers, too big for everybody else. Next, we have Stephen Eaton, top 100 prospect coming out of high school. He had talent, but not the hype, no viral mixtapes, no next big thing label, just a 6'6" forward who played the game the right way. At UConn, he had to earn everything. Minutes weren't given, shots weren't guaranteed. Eaton became the glue, defense, hustle, smart plays. The kind of player coaches trust, but fans sometimes overlook. But behind the scenes, he was building more. His shot got smoother, his confidence grew, his game expanded. by his final season, he wasn't just fitting in, he was standing out. Still, when draft night came, the spotlight was on other names until pick 20. The Indiana Pacers took a chance on a player most people underestimated, but that's when everything changed because Stephen Eaton doesn't need hype, he just needs opportunity. From overlooked to undeniable. All right, so that's going to do it for the first round of the three-point competition. Jonathan Maggette, first overall. Then we have Stephen Eaton, and then a tie between Yee and Evans. And for the tiebreaker, here we have Evans. Evans looking to get up to a hot start. He's only have half the time as they would normally have in a full three-point contest race. Evans hitting 4, 5, 6, starting to heat up a little bit, misses there. Gets the money ball, has 8, misses the deep 3. Hits his money ball rack at the top of the key, first 2, hits 3, and runs out of time and ends up with 14 points. That's going to be a good score, but Lu Yee, if anybody can do it, he could definitely do it. And here we go. Yee's got a much quicker release than Evans, so he might be able to get up more shots, but that doesn't always mean that you're going to make more shots. So Lu Yee with his money ball rack at the right wing, and he is hitting. Misses the deep 3. Still got plenty of time at the top of the key, but it looks like he is going to hit that money ball, and he's not going to have time for that second deep one, but he wins the tiebreaker with 19 points. So Yee wins the tiebreaker, and now he's going to immediately have to go all around again. Probably some exhaustion here, but let's see what he does. Misses the first, hits the second, hits the third, misses the money ball. Starting to heat up a little bit. Hits that money ball. That's a great shot. Hits the deep 3. That's going to help him out a lot now at the top of the key. This is usually where he's a threat. And he has missed 1 so far. Misses the money ball. He's going to hit another deep 3. And that's for 4 points. So he is on a roll already at 19 points. Can he hit this money ball? He does. That puts him at 22. Now at his money ball rack. Interesting spot to put it, even knowing that he'd probably be tired after the tiebreaker, but 28 points. I mean, he got done. He still had 10 seconds left, but look at this right here. Hitting the deep 3, the 4-point ball, hitting it twice. That's the elite shooting right there if I've ever seen it. Now we have Stephen Eaton, had 26 points in the last round, and let's see what he can do. Hits his first, second, third, and he is just cooking right now. Hits all of them on the first rack, and first hasn't missed yet, and he misses a money ball there. Let's see if we can hit this one. He can't hit the 4-pointer. Now at the top of the key, misses his first, misses his second, hits the third. And can he get this money ball? He does get the money ball. Got to hit one of these 4-pointers. Hits it. That'll help him out a lot. Now at his money ball rack at the left wing, and he is on fire. I didn't even know coming into this that he was this good of a shooter. He was relatively quiet when we played him, but he is looking pretty dangerous, and he's going to finish with 30 points. What a fantastic performance in this 3-point competition for Stephen Eaton. Probably the most underlooked guy in this whole competition. Now we have former MVP Jonathan Maggette, and he's starting off hot as well. Hits his first 3. Is he gonna? No, he does miss the money ball at the end of the rack there. Hasn't missed on the second rack. He missed one there. 7 points. Hit 4 out of 5 on the wing. Doesn't get the 4-pointer to go. The top of the key, usually where he does his pick and pops over here. And can he get that money ball? He does get the money ball, so 3 out of 5 there. Doesn't hit the 4-point shot. Still needs to get on a big run here if he wants to catch up to Stephen Eaton. He only has 16. Yeah, I don't even think he can get there too. So it looks like Stephen Eaton is going to take this 3-point contest, and what a fantastic competition. Stephen Eaton brings it home, makes a name for himself, gets a little backstory too, but good for him and the Pacers organization.